I had just finished showering and went to the closet to get dressed when suddenly the phone rang. Another anonymous email was sent. Ooh la la, guess what? You'll have to wrap a towel and run around the school stadium. Damn it. I got angry and punched the closet door. It was the second time I received crazy requests from strangers. Of course, I didn't want to do it at all, but he was holding my weak point. If I refused to comply, I would pay a heavy price. Hello, my name is Dan, and I'm 18 years old. My life has just been turned upside down by an anonymous bully. It was hell! It's the only way to describe that. And before you know what terrible things happened to me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to WOA Storytime channel. You'll find a ton of crazy stories here. At the age of 17, I realized my true sexual orientation. Yes, I'm gay, but I've never made it public because my family is Catholic. For my parents, homosexuality is a sin. They're often very harsh on this, but that's not all. It became more difficult to come out when I became the captain of the school football team. Trust me, in that testosterone-filled environment, it's not easy for them to welcome a gay guy. So you can understand how stressful it is to be the captain of those straight boys. I always have to be strong and manly to strengthen my position. And because I always had to hide myself, I gradually became lonely and lost. I had a lot to say, but I couldn't share it with anyone. Besides, the school I'm attending is also homophobic. Students who came out have become targets of bullying. Once our literature teacher even bluntly told the class that homosexuality was a disease, or the gym teacher always uses the word gay by default to describe guys who put a lot of effort in their appearances. Crazy, isn't it? And then I decided to release all that frustration inside of me, but in a way that I thought was safe and effective. I created a fake account named Mr. Bang to express my opinions on the school blog. You must be wondering about that name, right? Bang is the sound of a loud explosion. I wanted to blow up the discrimination at this school. And surprisingly, Mr. Bang's opinions caught a lot of attention. They were supportive and hoped that I could express myself more. One time, using the school computer to post on the blog, I forgot to log out of Mr. Bang's account. I didn't know it until I suddenly received an email from a stranger. Inside the email was a screenshot of my computer when I used Mr. Bang's account and a threatening letter. He said he knew my true identity and threatened me to follow his commands. If I didn't listen, that person would reveal that I was gay to the whole school. I was shocked when I received that email. I really didn't know who that guy was and what he wanted from me. On the next day, the mysterious person started making the first request. During lunchtime, they emailed me. They made me put the tray on my head in front of everyone. It sounds so silly. What is this madman thinking? I flatly refused his request and told him to stop this immediately. But surprisingly, that action cost me. Soon after, the school's blog posted information that Mr. Bang was on the team. They also posted a blurred photo of me. Everyone showed great interest in that information, but for me, I felt the complete opposite. I nervously looked around to see if anyone recognized me. I would die if they found out Mr. Bang was me. Right after that, I emailed the anonymous person, and this time, I accepted their request. I had just finished showering and went to the closet to get dressed when suddenly the phone rang. Another anonymous email was sent. Ooh la la, guess what? You'll have to wrap a towel and run around the school stadium. Damn it! I got angry and punched the closet door. It was the second time I received crazy requests from strangers. Of course, I didn't want to do it at all, but he was holding my weak point. If I refused to comply, I would pay a heavy price. I had no choice but to do so, reluctantly. OMG, I want to erase that scene from my memory. I made myself the laughingstock of the whole school. Not stopping there, a few days later, the mysterious person forced me to resign as team captain and withdraw from the team. They said that I didn't deserve that position. Not knowing what else to do, I accepted doing it. I gradually got bored and annoyed with his game. He was always controlling and playing with my fear. I needed to find out his true identity to put an end to that whole thing. From the events that happened, I guessed that the mysterious person was definitely a member of the team. That's why he could keep an eye on my every move, especially after the nude running around the football field. He was somewhere very close to me. So, I decided to quietly investigate. At the same time, there was a new member in my team. His name is Liam. He just transferred there. Liam is very handsome and plays football very well. Even though he was a new member, he got a spot in the official squad and even became the team captain after I resigned. Liam is very friendly to me. He took the initiative to start a conversation and shared a lot of things about his life. I had quite a crush on Liam. Okay. Back to the hunt. I've come up with a way to catch them. That day, taking advantage of the moment the football members were practicing, I used my phone to send a message to the mysterious person, then went through each locker to search. Any cabinet that emits a message alarm is definitely from that mysterious person. And of course, it worked. When going to the locker of Paul, currently the vice captain of the team, his phone rang. Just to be sure, I sent more messages, and every time my text was sent out, Paul's locker made a noise. At the end of practice that day, I met with Paul to confront him about everything. Being discovered, Paul didn't even flinch and bluntly told me that he was behind it all. That day, Paul happened to see me log into Mr. Bang's account to write on the school blog. Then he decided to use that info to threaten me. It's so awful. We used to be teammates. Yet he treated me like that? Paul gave me one last request. He said that as soon as I did it, he would delete all the pictures and never reveal that I was gay to anyone. Paul took out a bottle of doping from his backpack and gave it to me. Put this potion in Liam's locker while I distract him. What the hell are you going to do? I panicked. Turns out, Paul had long wanted to be the team captain. After learning that I was gay, he used it to threaten me to resign. But Paul did not expect that Liam would appear and took that position. Paul felt that his hard work had been robbed, so he wanted to use me to get rid of Liam. What a snake. I couldn't believe he was such a person. After returning home, I thought a lot about it. I don't want to harm others, but if I don't, my years of hard work in the football team will be in vain. And not only that, I will also become a target of bullying at school. No, it cannot be. So in the end, I decided to listen to Paul. A few days later, according to Paul's plan, while he distracted Liam, I secretly put doping in his locker. However, just as I opened the locker and was about to put the bottle in, I saw a photo of the University of Mississippi with the determination Liam wrote on the closet's door. I suddenly remembered that Liam once shared with me his lifelong passion. To be able to win a sports scholarship to the University of Mississippi, Liam had always worked hard. He was always the last to finish every practice session and never complained about the coach's training, no matter how difficult it was. When I thought about those things, the kindness in me awakened. I realized that the actions I was taking could kill the dreams of others. Just because I concealed the secret of my sexual orientation, I turned myself into a puppet in the hands of others. This time, I might escape Paul, but in the future, will I be able to escape from the control of others? This secret will forever be my Achilles heel. No, enough is enough. I decided it was time to change everything. I threw Paul's doping vial in the trash. Without waiting for Paul to expose, I confessed to being gay on the school blog. I also told the story Paul did to me for everyone to know. True to my nickname. This caused a huge explosion in the school. Controversy broke out. Many people scorned me because of the difference. But there are also many people who speak up to defend me. I have also returned and continue to be trusted by the coach to be the captain of the team. As for Paul, he was dropped from the team after it all came out. He deserves it. So, after this, I know that my life will be very difficult to come out as gay, but now I have the confidence to face it. It's time for me to be real with my feelings.